Hello everyone, welcome to another tarot pick a card reading. In this reading we will talk about who are your enemies and what are their hidden agendas. Group number 1, group number 2. To select a group, simply ask yourself which one of these groups resonate with me or which one of these groups has my answer. Once you select your group, you can check the timestamp and enjoy your reading. First card we have for you is Six of Cups. This card is all about childhood, nostalgia, memory. So I guess your enemy is someone that is your old friend, could be your cousin, could be someone that you grew up with, could be your neighbor, could be the person that you went to school with, and could be someone that is very close to you and looks very innocent in front of you. The next card we have for you is Five of Pentacles. This card is all about going through a crisis and not being supported by right people. And I see that the people that you are surrounded by is something that not the right match for you. They are not of your standard. They can't help you in any way. And for so many reasons, group number 1, I feel that they pretend that they can't help you and they don't know things, but it is happening that they don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to lead and walk in the right direction because they don't want you to succeed. They're very jealous of you, and if you ask for any kind of suggestion, guidance, they will misguide you and they will pretend that they're also like helpless and they don't know how to guide you properly, but that's not true. The next card we have for you is Ten of Wands. This card is all about taking the burden of the world, and I see that with this, I mean, you have friends, but they are not being able to help you, and that is the reason why, even though you're surrounded by a lot of people, it feels that you're quite alone in the journey and you have to do everything by yourself. The next card we have for you is Seven of Pentacles. You are a very positive person, group number 1, and I feel that you believe that there will be a good time in your life and you will be surrounded by good people, good opportunities, good life, comfort, luxury, and all of that. But that will take time to come to you because I see that no matter how much you try to get away from these negative people, these enemies, these jealous people, but you just keep running into them more and more. And you're just waiting for your time to come. And when your good time will come, for that I need to see your astrological chart. But for now, I can tell you that you are running through a time cycle where you're just running into negative people, toxic people, or the people who are just not able to support you and guide you the way that you need to be guided. Next card we have for you is the Fool. This card is all about innocence. I feel group number 1, you are kind of a person, you are very innocent and you have a very good heart. You love to help everyone, but your friends that are actually your enemies, and you tend to forgive them again and again, and you try to give them another chance again and again, but it's not good for you. I feel that group number 1, this is something that you need to be careful about. Understand who are your friends and who are not. The next card we have for you is Ten of Swords. This card is all about betrayal, backstabbing, and I can see that with these people that you are surrounded by, they will definitely backstab you, and if you haven't learned your lesson yet, it's time that you become very aware of them, their presence. Don't let them backstab you and betray you. Your friends are your enemies, and no matter how difficult it is for you to believe that, but you have to believe this, and you have to walk away from them instead of walking towards them again and again. The next card we have for you is the Hermit. This card is all about being alone, and I see that you are quite alone and by yourself. There are not many people in your life who are of your standard and who can help you. So that's the reason why you are taking the burden on your shoulder. One, if you get this, connect with the source, meditate and pray, so you will connect with your supportive soul tribe who can help you in your life the way that you need. But one thing is for sure, you need to really get rid of these people from your life. The next card we have for you is Seven of Wands. This card is all about surrounded by a lot of jealous people who are not really happy with your success. They want to bring you down and you are fighting with them, but I think you are just all by yourself. In terms of number, there are more and you are just alone against them. But group number one, you need to be, when you are alone in a fight like this, you need to be more strategic. Instead of just fighting up front, you can be just strategic and trying to manipulate them in a way that they won't be able to hurt you. Group number one, I hope you found your answer, like who are your enemies and what is their hidden agenda. Comment down below what do you think about this reading, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello group number two, let's try to find out who are your enemies and what are their hidden agendas. The first card we have for you is Four of Wands. This card is all about home, a solid foundation, accomplishment, celebration. So I'm assuming that group number two, your enemy is someone from your home, from your family, from your relatives. The next card we have for you is Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of feminine energy, and I think that there is someone in your family. It could be a mother, sister, or it could be someone like an aunt, a grandparent, or someone with a lot of feminine energy. And that person is very orthodox, conservative, narrow-minded, and the person don't have your best interest, and there's a lot of resentment and grudge. It could be because of the generational gap. It could be because of they're jealous of your success, because in their generation they couldn't get the kind of privilege that women in our generation get. So it could be something like a mother-in-law or sister-in-law as well. The next card we have for you is Tower. So this card is all about unexpected life events that shakes you to the core. So I'm assuming that in a family something has happened. Either you have done something or they have done something, or something like an uncontrollable, unexpected accident that has happened, which has created a lot of hatred between you and that person. The next card we have for you is Four of Swords. So this card again signifies that the person that is your enemy is definitely from your family, and for a very long time you guys are not in contact, you guys are not talking to each other. There's a lot of boundary, there's a lot of distance. The next card we have for you is the Devil card. So this card is all about being stuck with situation and places in a very negative and toxic way. So group number two, I'm assuming that your family situation is not so good right now. There's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of argument, there's a lot of distance, misunderstanding, havoc, chaos, conflict is going on in your family to the point that they have become your enemy. It's not that a temporary kind of a conflict that I see. It's a kind of a thing that changes you for your life. The next card we have for you is Eight of Swords. This card is all about self-sabotage and not being able to do things, not being able to see things clearly. And see here, group number two, the resentment that you have against that person, or that person has a resentment against you, is something that you both can't get away with it. It is so deep and it is so irreversible that you just can't make any kind of amends. The next card we have for you is Knight of Swords. This card is all about running into conflict and fight, and I see that because of the accident that has happened, and because of the resentment, and because of the distance and misunderstanding and everything, you're just running into fights with this person again and again. I think you guys are right now, I think, not talking to each other for a long time, but I think you get messages from other people, like some other relative, some other family member will give you some messages like, you know what, they have done something about this, or they have said something about you, and that just makes you want to involve in an argument, not with that person directly, but with the person that you're talking to right now, with that family member. Yes. So there's a lot of argument that is present here. The next card we have for you is Four of Cups. This card is all about not taking any suggestions, guidance, offer from others. And I see that because everything that has happened between you two, that has made you both very, very upset. That is the reason why you feel that you don't want to talk to each other. If you guys will talk to each other, be upfront with each other, you guys will end up in a conflict, and you want to avoid that. That is the reason why you don't get in those family get-togethers. You just avoid contact at any cost. You don't want to go where they go. So I think give it a time. Give it a time and try to understand their point of view. Like, the conflict and the fight that you guys had, was it because of any selfish reason, or was it because just a misunderstanding? If it is was for a selfish reason, then it's good to have boundary. But if it is was like they did it very unconsciously, then you should try to make amends. So group number 2, that was it from me. Comment down below what do you think about this reading, and I will see you in the next video.